Hosting.com live at the VMware Partner Exchange at the vCloud Pavilion. We have Bill Shelton with VMware here. Bill, will you introduce yourself?
Sure, thank you, Aaron. My name is Bill Shelton. At VMware, I'm responsible for our product strategy for our vCloud initiative, which represents our partner program for hosting service providers and cloud computing vendors.
Bill, we've heard that most of us have heard the term vCloud from VMware. Can you explain what vCloud is, and also important to our viewers, how vCloud fits into the service provider ecosystem as well?
Sure, they're deeply intertwined. So vCloud is all about partners. There's various aspects to the partner ecosystem that is part of the vCloud, but the vCloud promise to the marketplace is a set of partners, including software developers, as well as hosting service providers, who are coming together and providing solutions that we feel are optimized for this next generation of cloud computing for end customers. So one of the main tenets of that vCloud initiative, if you will, is our hosting service providers. If you will, they are the foundation of bringing these new services to market that will connect our customers to our current customers to these cloud services in a very efficient and cost-effective way.
So, Bill, something else for our viewers that they would be interested in is trying to understand how exactly the vCloud API may fit into their business moving forward, and how they would utilize a service provider for that.
Sure. Let's start, before we dive into technology, let's talk about some of the things that we're hearing from customers that they need help with. And as we look at this new space of cloud computing and the evolution of hosting services, one of the pieces of feedback we've gotten is that people would like to be able to move existing workloads that they're running in their data center into a hosting service provider in a predictable way with a known quality of service when it arrives. And potentially they want the option value or the opportunity that for some reason, if they need to move that back out of the hosting service provider, maybe they just needed the service for a short period, they want to know that they can move it out and not have trouble in doing that. And that's not a common attribute we're seeing in the various cloud computing solutions that are out there today. So what we've done in response to that customer need is come up with the vCloud API. What the vCloud API does is that it's a technical implementation of a promise to the marketplace that is instantiated by our partner ecosystem, such as Hosting.com, that says, hey, we are ready to receive your applications. If you're running it locally on VMware, we are equally capable of running that application here at the Hosting.com service in a very predictable way. If it needs, for some reason, to move back into their data center, that's a possibility also. That's really just the core basics of the vCloud API. Now, one thing that should be noted here as we look down this path is that in every industry, when you have some standard APIs, we start to see a lot more innovation because we can include other partners. And there's another set of partners here that's very important to their relationship with the hosting service providers, and that's the software developers. Software developers obviously bring enormous amounts of value to end customers. And it's our hope that with the vCloud API, we will start to see a set of solutions that are built to that vCloud API that will further enhance the services that the hosting service providers can bring to their customers.
So Bill, one of the trends that we're seeing, and obviously with CloudNine, we've developed a cloud infrastructure, and we are seeing a lot of client demand for those cloud solutions based on the benefits and the value that it provides to clients, and also the lower cost of hosting services that it allows us to provide to clients as well. From VMware's perspective, can you give us a little bit of information on why a particular company may use a hosting provider for virtualization services?
Sure. We're seeing the same rising demand in the marketplace. The combination of a sophisticated hosting service provider with deep technical expertise in combination with virtualization is a very compelling value proposition where really the way we see it described to us on why people are making use of those services from partners such as yourself is number one, a fault-tolerant, highly predictable infrastructure. Costs are important, but people are not willing to back off of their service levels. And in many cases, in moving from an internal approach versus handing it over to a professional service provider, they're actually able to increase their service levels and focus their internal staff on things that might be a little more specific to revenue-generating activities. The second thing that's very important is that once you've moved it off to a service provider and a service such as yourselves, then we do see real cost advantages. There's cost advantages in being able to aggregate facilities, power, cooling across lots of different customers. Virtualization is a key enabling technology of creating more of that shared infrastructure so that the cost for each customer can go down.
Absolutely. And Bill, the last thing that I wanted to touch on is where clients and prospects of VMware, of hosting.com, can go to learn more about the vCloud, virtualization in general. Where can they go to get more information?
Sure. Well, obviously, VMware.com, our website, is probably the most popularly visited site for just general virtualization information. Beyond that, off of VMware.com/vCloud, you'll find some more specific information about technologies that we're working on for that partner ecosystem, as well as highlighting various partner solutions.
Okay, great. Thank you so much, Bill, for your time today.
Sure. Thank you.